Hi, and welcome to Sunday with Mike. Can you believe that we've been creating these shows for a full year now? So happy anniversary to all of you for helping us to keep it going. I'd also like to announce that we're going to start offering some reviews on multimedia products that I can gather up and get my hands on. I have quite a large collection myself already, but with any luck, some of the authors will start submitting their DVDs and other multimedia products for me to review along with an occasional book. We'll sprinkle all of those into our regular shows as a featured segment in the future. On today's show, we're going to cover your ability to email all of your clients at once, why you should have the Platinum Series music collection in your library, guest toasting made easy, and finally some speed tests between hotspots, Wi-Fi, and other things. So grab a cup of coffee and join me. I'll be right back. So welcome back. I've got my coffee and I hope you have yours. You know, for over 10 years, we've had the ability to email all of our clients at one time, a mass email. I didn't think I had come up with anything special when I wanted this feature, and I discussed it with our programmer and we added it to our website. I've been surprised over the years when this topic would come up and that nobody else that I've run into seems to have the ability to do this. We are very careful in our design, and so that the email addresses would never ever be exposed to anyone, no matter what, including us on the web. And everything that we've done was handled behind the scenes. So the only possible flaw in the system would be that if someone happened to accidentally stumble onto the hidden page where the form resided on our website. We were able to prevent that from ever happening by locking that area of the website down using a server-protected area. To this day, we've had no issues at all and everything remains positive. So after logging in, we simply write out the email we want to send and press the submit button. The code behind the scenes only sends out the email to our current clients, and it pulls their information directly from our database. The emails and other personal data is never shown. Okay, so why did I want this feature in the first place, and how does it help me? The answer to this is really simple. I can email all of my clients and tell them that I'm going out of town to a convention, and that email is the best way to reach me for the next week. I can tell them that we'll be closed because of an unexpected emergency. I can offer them special prices when we decide to run a sale on things, which we do once in a while, and our existing clients always get a week head start advance notice over our offerings to the public. Many will add additional items to their package as a result of those emails. I know there will be some naysayers out there that don't like the idea, and I say to them, it's really simple. Don't do it. But for our company, it's been a great tool, and we are told over and over again by our clients how much they appreciate us keeping them in the loop. I'll be right back.
DJ Event Planner will change the way you manage and run your business. Streamline all of your procedures and software into one easy-to-manage system. DJ Event Planner, the ultimate online planning tool.
Many years ago, there was a set of CDs that were created and they were called the Platinum Series. Some of you will know everything there is to know about this topic and possibly even own your own set. If that's you, congratulations. Now would be a great time to go get yourself another cup of coffee. For the rest of you, let me briefly explain the history of this and why these CDs were so valuable. They were created by a well-known company, and the idea was that you didn't buy them, you actually leased them for 2 years. You were supposed to return them after the lease period, which of course never happened. It turns out that the whole set was produced with some questionable decisions being made behind the scenes, and they ended up getting sued. As a part of the settlement, they agreed to destroy all remaining inventory and promised never to sell them again. Imagine having a set of 40 CDs that could literally get you through any event that you were hired to do as a DJ. It had country, pop, booty, oldies, Motown, classic rock, reggae, island, sound effects, and so much more. It was a new DJ's dream to own this collection of music. I added this collection to my hard drive many years ago, but I still reach for it often when I'm playing at events, even though it's a bit outdated. I find it just as valuable today as I did way back when. So why am I telling you about a collection of CDs that you can't buy? It's because they've been so valuable to me over the years that I thought that you needed to know about this, and I wanted to share the information with you. But since you can't buy them, how will this help you? Well, you can recreate the set if you only had the list of songs that were included in the listings. So you know what? I'm going to supply that listing just for you. All you have to do is join the Sunday with Mike Facebook group and look in the file listings for the complete 10-page PDF file that you can download and start working on recreating this collection whenever you have some free time. Not only has this collection worked well for me and my DJ career, but it was at one time my entire backup plan, along with a few extra CDs that I had created with some newer songs and a few line dances. It won't hurt you to review the list, and you never know when it might help you on a gig. I hope you love this collection as much as I do, whether it's in MP3 form or if you actually recreate the CDs. I'll be right back. Hi, and welcome back. You know, most of my business is centered around weddings, and there are generally a lot of toasting going on at weddings. But any type of event that you would DJ for could have someone toasting. Many times you'll be surprised because someone will walk up to you and let you know, hey, we're going to have some toast in a few minutes, and you had no idea it was coming. I wanted to share a few tips that I tell anyone that will be making a toast in private before they get on my microphone, and these tips may help you also. 1. Remember, it's a toast, not a roast. You want to praise the person that you are toasting. 2. Shorter is better. Avoid long-winded speeches. 3. If you drop the microphone, I will have to charge you for it, and it's very expensive. Not to mention that it could also damage other equipment, including my speakers, and possibly shut down the whole event. Can I trust you not to drop it? I find this approach has worked really well for me since you are talking directly to the person who will be holding your microphone. I know that we all have this magic clause in our contracts, but I have yet to hear of anybody with a successful case that has been brought to court and enforced a drop mic clause in anybody's contract. I would rather take my chances by talking directly to the person that I am handing the microphone to. So far, I have been very lucky and I haven't had anyone do a mic drop. I find generally that you get much better results talking to people than you do if you threaten them. So let me ask you, have you joined our Facebook group called Sunday with Mike yet? If not, we're saving a seat for you and the link is in the description. I'll be right back. I've been wanting to do this segment for a few weeks, but just haven't been able to get it on the board. So this week, we're finally going to address it. I know that I've been confused many times by what exactly are all these abbreviations that my phone displays and which one is actually faster when it comes to streaming data. For example, it was pretty obvious when 4G came out that it was faster and better than 3G, right? That one was a no-brainer, but how does that compare to LTE and hotspots that everyone likes so much? So as I started doing some research, I found out that hotspots are connected via the phone connection, your phone company, whatever that is. So whatever the current phone's data rate is, that would be the top speed of your hotspot at that moment. So it's going to change depending on how good your connection is. So this brought up more questions than answers, so I decided to dive in and do some additional research. Here's what I found, and I thought it was pretty cool. Wi-Fi is still the top dog when it comes to wireless speed with short distances to the router. To be qualified for 3G, a network's peak transfer rate only needed to reach 200 kilobits, not meg, kilobits. If this sounds slow, it is. It's very slow. The standard was established way back in 2003. But many 3G networks now offer speeds at 10 or 12 times that original speed. 4G networks must offer transfer rates of 100 megabits per second, so that's much faster, when users are mobile, for example, in cars or buses, and 1 gigabit, which is really fast, when users are stationary, and is much faster than 3G. LTE offers the highest theoretical top end at 300 megabits per second for download speeds and 75 megabits for upload speeds. And that beats 3G and 4G big time. So, beyond the reach of wireless, LTE and 4G will offer you the best connection and the most coverage. But its scope is still fairly limited. So think of 3G, as slow as it would be, like the tortoise in this race. It's slow, but it's steady, it's reliable, and it's still providing service for the bulk of most mobile users. If you'd like to read the full article that I've been quoting most of these stats from, you'll find a link down in the description column, and I found it fascinating, so I wanted to share that with you. So that's going to be our show for today. We'll be back next week with all new topics to help you and your business. Please be sure to share the show with your friends and give me your thoughts down in the comments section down below. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up if we've shared anything new with you at all. So until next Sunday, be safe and thanks for watching.